What up, UCF Nation? Today I want to do something a little different, so I'm going to blind tier rank UCF running backs from 2000 to 2025. The only criteria is they must be a running back in those years, and they must have at least 500 career rushing yards. All right, so I put 19 names, because that's what fit the criteria, into a randomizer, and we're going to go through the different tiers, and let's see what we get. All right, first name up on the Wheel of Fortune here is Otis Anderson. Great first name to get. Obviously, rest in peace. Otis Anderson is one of the better running backs in UCF history, probably somewhere in the top 5 to top 7. Obviously, part of that legendary Frost run. We know there's definitely several names better than him all time. I feel comfortable putting him in the A or the B. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here, and I'm going to put him in the B tier. Just because I know there's some big names that could potentially come ahead of him. All right, next up, B tier is used up on Otis Anderson. Next name we have is Jaden Nixon. Okay, obviously a guy that was just here this past year, just for 1 year. Electric when he would get the ball. Obviously was competing with Miles Montgomery. I feel pretty good putting him in the D tier. Could maybe even do F, just given that there's a lot of better UCF running backs than him, but we'll go with D just in case we get some duds on this list. All right, next name that we have is Dontravius Wilson. Obviously there for the first Frost year. I remember most for that touchdown that he had against Michigan when we got blown out. He was a little bit ahead of Adrian Killins in that depth chart that year, AK's first year. Dontravius Wilson was a solid UCF player. No hate against him, but I'm going to put him in the F tier just because of the names that could be on this list. All right, we got 3 more to go. Hopefully we get some elite names on this list. Next up, Storm Johnson. I'm not mad about that. Storm Johnson, obviously one of the better running backs in UCF football history, part of that legendary 2013 team that was, he was a big part of that Fiesta Bowl winning team with Blake Bortles. Big time transfer at the time when he came over from Miami. He had really he was here for 2 years, but really had one amazing year. But I would consider him close to a legend. Given that I've already used B, D, and F, I wouldn't feel great using C on someone like Storm Johnson. So I'm going to go with A tier because he was great. It was just short-lived, but I don't know who else I'm going to get, so I feel comfortable putting him at A. All right, next up, we have Jonathan Davis. This is someone that was, a two-way player. I believe he started out his career as a DB, then transitioned to running back, or it might have been the reverse, went from DB to RB or RB to DB. I don't remember. I mean, he had a few hundred yards in 1 year as an RB, but, obviously not a big name. I guess I have to put him at the C tier and hold out and hope that this S tier is coming, that it's a Kevin Smith, it's an RJ Harvey. Who is it going to be? And it is RJ Harvey. Look at that. Can't be mad about that. RJ Harvey, perfect ending. Obviously, the S tier legend, arguably the best or second best running back in school history. So that is blind ranking or blind rank tiering the UCF running backs of the 2000s and 2010s in the last 5 years. Hope you liked it.